Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here with another edition of the Salary Cap Report. Going to be reviewing the salary changes for Saturday, March 8th. Today's changes are the first set of changes since round 2 began yesterday here in Season 5 of NBA 2K25 MyTeam. But that's not the only change that has taken place with regards to the salary cap game mode. This is actually my second time recording today's salary cap report episode, and that's because this change that I'm referring to, I didn't pick up on until about 10 to 15 minutes into recording the episode, and I feel like the change is a pretty big change, to the point that I think I should lead with this and not wait until 10 to 15 minutes in, even though I'm sure my reaction is pretty funny because I was so shocked and perplexed looking at the number that I'm about to show you guys. And that number is our team salary cap value. It is up from 19,000 to 20,500. I believe this is the first time in salary cap in NBA 2K25 MyTeam where we've seen an in-season salary cap increase. Usually we see increases when a new season begins, and heading into season 5, I was a little surprised to see that the team salary cap only went up by 500. I believe we were at 18,500 for our salary cap in season 4, and when we began round 1 of season 5, that value had only gone up by 500, if you guys remember, to 19,000. And that was a pretty big deal because in my salary cap prediction video for season 5, in case you guys did not watch it, I had predicted a massive increase of 6,500 to bring us from 18,500 up to a 25,000 salary cap value. And so to see the salary only go up by 500 was a pleasant surprise, but I felt like it was too good to be true. And lo and behold, 2 weeks later, while yes, it is only a 1,500 salary cap increase now, this opens the door for 2K to implement these salary cap changes every 2 weeks at the beginning of a new round, which I guess is kind of nice. I mean, if I had to pick between 2K giving us a massive bump to the salary cap at the beginning of a season versus slowly integrating in these gradual bumps to the salary cap throughout the season, I think I prefer this because on top of changing around players' salaries, increasing the salary cap in a slow way, I think also helps keep the game somewhat, or keep the game mode rather, somewhat healthy. We're not going to go from, seeing, what we're seeing now, which is like every once in a while, 1 Galaxy Opal and 1 Pink Diamond, to now suddenly seeing, 2 to 3 Pink Diamonds. I think that's going to happen in Season 6, but at least for right now, a 1,500 salary cap increase is not bad. I'm just wondering if we're going to see another salary cap increase of 1,500 come round 3, or if we're going to see a larger jump than that in 2 weeks. So we'll have to see. I just thought this was very interesting, and I'm not sure if this change happened yesterday or today when the player salaries happened, or when the player salary changes happened. I apologize. But very interesting. Wanted to point that out. Let's get on with our regularly scheduled programming, and that includes us covering this Radioactive set, and I want to start with these Amethyst players. Now, I've enjoyed the Amethysts that we've gotten in these Friday promos so far. This is our third one, the Radioactive set. I don't really love all of these Amethysts like I enjoyed the Amethyst from the previous 2 sets of Friday content, but there are 3 that I really do like. I'm upset that Deuce McBride is not in that trio. You can see I have purchased all of these cards. None of these cards are unauctionable, and that's because the ones that I had that were unauctionable, I put into the exchange for Pink Diamond Gerald Green, who I'm hoping I may be able to bring into salary cap in Season 6, where I'm assuming we're going to have a much larger salary cap value for our team, and we're going to be able to bring in multiple Pink Diamonds. I think a 6'8 shooting guard in Gerald Green with a 6'10 wingspan, and we'll have to see what that jumper looks like, but assuming that jumper is good, he may just be a couple of defensive badges rather away from being an elite shooting guard for salary cap purposes. But let's talk about some of these elite Amethysts that I'm really excited about bringing into my salary cap lineup. I want to start with Jalen Tyson. I think of the 3 amethysts that I'm excited about, he's the one that I'm least excited about. But depending on what that jumper looks like, I think this card could be a budget version of Diamond Jaime Jaquez Jr. And when I say budget, I'm not saying with regards to how much Diamond Jaime cost in the auction house, because Diamond Jaime was not in the auction house. He was an event exchange card during the Dia de los Muertos event back in October. But when I say budget, I'm referring to salaries. Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s diamond card will never drop below 2,000 salary, whereas Jalen Tyson will never go above 2,000 salary. He's currently sitting at 1,500, and he may eventually hit 1,200 salary, potentially as soon as this upcoming Tuesday. So we'll have to see. But this Jalen Tyson card, 6'6" at the small forward position, just like Jaime Jaquez Jr., and he looks to be, I think, slightly better in a lot of key categories. I think defensively, he's maybe a little better. Shooting-wise, maybe a little better. I know athletically, he's at least 4 speed faster. So just like Diamond Jaime Jaquez Jr., this Amethyst Jalen Tyson card looks to be a jack of all trades, master of none. I just love that he has 36 total badges, including physical finisher and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. I think my favorite of all these Amethysts has to be Toumani Camara because of his Hall of Fame badges. Immovable Enforcer and On Ball Menace being his 2 stock Hall of Fame badges, I think makes this card one of the best Amethysts that we've gotten in the game this year. Definitely one of the better ones that we've gotten out of these Friday promos so far through 3 weeks of content here in, well, I guess technically 2 weeks through 3 Friday promo drops content-wise here in Season 5 of NBA 2K25 MyTeam. The ratings on this card look to be really good as well. 93 pointer, 90 block, 95 steal, and then look at those interior and perimeter defensive ratings, 94 and 95 respectively. Absolute monster. Great rebounder at the 2 as well. 92 speed is excellent. 88 speed with ball. This card is a dramatic improvement over his Ruby version. His Ruby version, I think, just had silver on Ball Menace. To go from silver on his Ruby to Hall of Fame on his Amethyst is a massive upgrade. I think this card is going to be a card that everyone should be running on their salary cap teams, no questions asked, especially if you have a point guard or a small forward that you like to cook with. If you're someone that's running Pink Diamond Michael Beasley, you should be having Toumani Camara as his wing partner, at the 2, because he's going to be able to play elite defense for you, and you don't need Toumani Camara to create, but he's going to be able to knock down those catch and shoot threes as well. DeLon Wright, 6'5" point guard, also like Toumani Camara, elite defensively. Hall of Fame challenger and glove are great defensive badges to have on Hall of Fame. 87 speed, 93 perimeter defense, 84 interior, decent rebounding for a point guard, and 93 speed, 92 speed with ball. All this for a point guard who's 6'5". This card's another card that I think, especially if you're kind of balling on a budget and you're tired of playing against people that have these taller diamond and pink diamond point guards that may be causing you issues in salary cap, I think DeLon Wright is a card that you can bring in and you can do decently with on offense. This is a card that you're going to also want to bring in if you have a shooting guard or a small forward that's your primary shot creator. So again, if you have a guy like Michael Beasley, I think DeLon Wright and Toumani Camara are a great backcourt for you to run, and they're going to only cost you 3,000 salary combined. So yeah, these are the cards I really like from this set. Again, I picked up all of these players, and I picked up, I think, a couple of duplicates of them so that I could put them into the exchange for Pink Diamond Gerald Green, who's still sitting in my, I think in my pack market, which is funny. Another card that I added, though, and this is not going to be for salary cap this season. Well, I guess I added 2 cards technically. I have Kobe White, who is up to 8,000 salary. With his duo with Lauri Markkanen, I think Lauri Markkanen is still at 10,000 salary. So we do have a 20,500 salary cap. So if you bring in Lauri and Kobe White, that leaves you with 2,500 salary to divvy up. You're gonna have to probably bring in exclusively gold cards. Maybe 1 emerald will work. I'm not gonna do the mental math right now. I've not finished my coffee yet. But basically, I think Kobe White and Lauri Markkanen, as long as their combined salary is at 18,000 or higher, that's a duo that you're going to probably want to save for salary cap in Season 6, when we're going to presumably have a more substantial salary cap increase. OG Anunoby is a card that I've been looking to add, obviously, over the past week since he came out last Friday, or I guess 8 days ago, 2 Fridays ago, in the inevitable set. He was at like 90k plus for the first day or so, dropped down to about like 70, 75k when super packs came out on Tuesday. I was able to get this one right under 65k. That was the price ceiling I was willing to pay for an OG Anunoby, and I was more so comfortable paying that price given what this card had added to him. You can see Legend Shifty Shooter, and he has 3 added Hall of Fame badges, which I believe are Dimer, Rebound Chaser, and Mini Marksman. So 3 pretty solid additions in terms of Hall of Fame badges. And his shoe boost for his takeover is Satellite, which is great. I have that on my Paolo Banchero. Yes, it helps that he has Legend Limitless range on him as well, but when I have that takeover, again, it encourages bad shot selection, but I green a number of those bad shots that I'm taking with Paolo. So hopefully OG Anunoby with Hall of Fame Limitless will be able to do the same for me. Again, looking forward to using him in a future salary cap season, probably season 6, but we'll have to see. He's currently at 10,000 salary, which is a little annoying. Let's take a look at some of the players in my lineup. Again, 20,500 salary cap. We have to make some changes though, because you could see here Tyreke Evans is up from 2,000 salary to 3,500. Mario Chalmers, not sure if he was at 1,000 salary. He's down to 800. I feel like whenever Mario Chalmers is under 1,200, he is a player you have to run in salary cap. When he's at 800, it's no questions asked. You move mountains to get him into your lineup because he is so much more valuable than that 800 salary cap price tag. So please make sure to bring in someone, please make sure to make room for Mario Chalmers. Bench whoever you have to, bring him in. You will not regret it. One of the best cards to run in salary cap this year. Going through the players, not going to really spend too much time going over the general players. I would just say at this point in the year, we have so many Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds. Just go through your own collections because I don't think a lot of their salaries are changing. I took a look. Opal Wembanyama is still at 14.5. I think Pink Diamond Wemby is still at 10k. Pink Diamond Michael Beasley still at 8k. I think a lot of these cards are at these high salary values because, as we discussed in Tuesday's episode of the SC Report, a lot of people, and you guys may fall into this bucket, are running these players at that salary value already. If you're already running Pink Diamond Michael Beasley, he's not going to go up past 8,000 salary. I feel like the only player that they're going to change salary caps for, or salary ceilings for rather, are the different Victor Wembanyamas that we get this year. We've seen his Amethyst Evo card, his Pink Diamond, and his Galaxy Opal all kind of supersede whatever the respective ceilings are salary wise for their respective tiers. But I think outside of that, if you're running Michael Beasley at 8,000 salary and you have a team around him that's going to work, you'll be able to continue running that team with Michael Beasley there, unless the players around him go up in salary. And that's, again, what we're seeing this weekend. In terms of Pink Diamonds, the only changes that I saw that were notable, Ron Artest up by 1,300 salary to 6,300, and then Mikal Bridges down from 8,000 salary to 5K. I wonder if in season 6, when we have a higher salary cap, if we then see these NBA All-Star Pink Diamonds go up in salary, because right now Bilal Coulibaly, Stephon Castle, and Alex Sarr's Pink Diamonds are all 5K, and that's just too good of a value in my opinion. Let's keep going here. Again, we talked about Kobe White being at 8K, which is very, very expensive. That's a card that I picked up for 7K, and I am holding on to him because I think he's going to be very valuable in season 6 salary cap next season. All right, let's go through a couple of these diamonds. Mike Miller up to 5K is pretty rich, but that's not the card I really want to talk about. I think Jack Sigma is the biggest mover in terms of salaries. He was at 3,500 salary, I believe, on Tuesday. Previously was at 3,000 for I think at least a week or so. He's now at 2,000 salary. This kind of like with Mario Chalmers, although I think not to the same extent. If you have Jack Sigma, find a way to bring him into your lineup. For me, it's going to be really easy to make the change because I already have Alex Sarr in my lineup, who's eating up 5,000 on my team salary. I'm going to probably bench Alex Sarr for Jack Sigma. I'm going to probably bench Tyreke Evans, who is at 3,500 salary. I could bring in Dyson Daniels, I think, if I bench Sarr for Jack Sigma, but I don't want to spend 3,800 on Dyson Daniels. or 3,500 on Tyreek Evans, when I could spend 2,500 on Russell Westbrook, or I could spend 2,000 salary to bring in Michael Carter Williams or Marcus Smart. I think these are the two diamond point guards who you guys should be bringing into your lineups. If you can, I think these cards are going to be a massive help to your team's lineups. I might bring in DeLon Wright just to give him a shot, but outside of that, I think Michael Carter Williams and Marcus Smart are going to be two of the more frequently seen diamond point guards in salary cap this weekend, at least until Tuesday's changes. I also want to just quickly note, because I feel like this is my ongoing battle with 2K. Josh Hart dropped from 4,200 down to 2,100, and I'm telling you right now, the only reason he's not at 2,000 is because 2K is trying to spite me. They know my vendetta against them for not having Josh Hart at 2,000 salary for the last few months, and it's felt like years. I don't want to bring in Josh Hart, honestly, at this point. 2,000 salary for a 6'4" small forward is no bueno, but maybe for funsies later on down the road, I'll bring in Josh Hart. I mean, at least at 2,100, it's more palatable. At 4,200, that was just an absolute slap to the face. Last thing I want to talk about here when it comes to the collection, because there aren't any other diamonds I really want to talk about. Let's take a look at some of these amethysts. I want to talk about the inevitable amethysts, because all of them have now gone up to 2,000. This is the same path that 2K took when it came to changing salaries for the unlimited amethyst, which was the Friday drop before inevitable, where they hit, I think they were at 1,200 salary, they were at 1,500 salary for the first week that they came out. And then that second Saturday, so 8 days after unlimited came out, they which was last Saturday, they bumped up the unlimited salaries all up to 2,000 for the amethyst players, and then that following Tuesday, those unlimited amethysts all dropped to 1,200 salary. So if there are any of these inevitable players that you like in the amethyst tier, like for me, Oso Iguodala and Quentin Post are two of my favorite cards from this set. Don't really love Rob Dillingham or Quentin Grimes, unfortunately. Anyone else from this set I really care about? GG Jackson, I know his jumper is pretty good. He's at 2,000 as well, obviously. If you like any of these inevitable cards, just wait until Tuesday. I'm assuming they're going to all go back down to 1,200. That's when I'm going to probably reinstate Oso Iguodala and or Quentin Post into my salary cap lineup. Until then, I don't really think I want to bring in those cards at 2,000 salary. I think I'd rather bring in DeAndre Ayton, who's probably sitting at 1,200, or Alex Sars Ruby, who's probably still sitting at 800. We can take a quick look at that. Let's see. Alex Sar, yeah, is at 800 salary. I'd much rather bring him in. All right, besides that, there isn't really that much else I want to talk about. Again, we'll make these changes off camera, but just to show you guys, if I bring in Jack Sigma, I'm already compliant because of this, almost at 2,000, 20,500 salary. I'm already good. I have a couple of golds that are 100 above. I could bench like two of these golds right here, for example, just to show you guys really quickly how I make these changes. I like to try to aim for an even number. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So if I bring in these two golds, so I gotta bring in one more gold right here. Who's that? We'll bring in Andrew Bogut. You can see now we're exactly 1,500 salary below the salary cap. So if I wanted to bring in a card that's at 3,500 salary, I could easily bring in I could bring in a card that's at 3,500 salary now in place of Trey Murphy. So we can look at, for example, no, I'm not going to do this, but let's bring in Jeff Green just for now. So you see, just like that, because I knew we had a 1,500 cushion, I could bring in a card that was 1,500 above 2,000, which means 3,500, which could mean Jeff Green. So this is a lineup I could easily run. I'm not going to do that because I want to reduce the salaries at these three positions, or at least on two of them, so I can maybe bring in a pink diamond if I wanted to. So we're going to check out all options here. We're going to worry about that later. I want to end this video by opening up a few packs. Hopefully I am recording. I'm not going to bother checking because I feel like I've been talking for like 20 minutes already. We have a number of packs I want to open up right here. Let's see. We have a 92 plus premium here. Then I think we have two 92 plus option packs sitting right here. So let's get these out. Yes, these two right here. So boom. Add those, go to the pack market. All right, let's start with this non-option pack. This one has 5. That's cool. All right, here we go. 92 plus overall premium. We'll get this base out of the way just to get absolutely nothing out of it. A little warm up, a little hors d'oeuvre, if you will. Yep, no shake, no shocker. We get a gold, no shocker. Keyshawn George, I already have him, I think. Do I not? Oh, the one I have is auctionable. Thanks, 2K. All right, here we go. 3 diamond packs. While I open these up, let me know in the comments down below, what players are you adding to your lineup now that we've A, had salary changes, and B, have seen the salary cap go up by 1,500. I mean, you're going to probably be able to bring in, you know, 1 more amethyst, 1 more diamond. Maybe you're moving around players in your collection as we get a duplicate diamond, which sucks. Maybe you're moving around players in your lineup to bring in a pink diamond if you want to do that. So a lot of potential out there. Do I have Arvydas Sabonis' diamond as unsellable? Oh, that really sucks. We'll put him into this Hall of Fame badge pack. I could have taken the MT, but it's fine. All right, here we go. We'll start with this one right here because it has 3 players in it. Here we go. Come on, 2K. Give me a useful diamond. Ooh. We'll take Glenn Rice because I already have these 2 cards as unsellable. Glenn Rice is actually not bad, but don't love the options here. Glenn Rice, welcome to the collection. You'll probably never see any minutes from me in salary cap, but you know. At least it's a different card. All right, here we go. Final pack here. Come on, give me someone else I could use, 2K. Give me a useful diamond. Let's see what we get here. Ugh, these are all awful. Holy mother of God. I mean, yeah, this is absolute trash. I already have Marquis and unsellable. I don't think Luis Scola is any good, is he? 13 gold, 4 Hall of Famers. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty bad. Ricky Pierce. I mean, I think this card was trash when he came out on the first weekend of NBA 2K25. Jeff Malone. I feel like this card's not really all that good either. 84-3, 90 speed. How tall is he? 6'4" shooting guard. I don't want to take Trae Young, man. Oh, God, he has no badges. All right, well, this is an absolute tragic pack. Ricky Pierce. Yeah, I think we're going to just end up taking, I guess we'll take Jeff Malone. Oh, gotta take 2? Oh, all right. Jeff Malone. Well, I'll take Luis Scola. Oh, this is so rough. Yeah, I'm not going to take Trae Young. I already have a pink diamond Trae Young. We'll take Luis Scola. That was awful, man. All those packs are really, really bad. Hopefully you guys have had better luck with your packs recently. But yeah, there you have it. Again, pretty massive change. 1,500 salary. It's not the fact that it's only, you know, a 1,500 salary cap increase isn't really the big thing. But for me, the big bit of news to take away from today is 2K has now shown us that they're going to be willing to change salary values at the very least at the start of every round. And by salary values, I apologize. I mean, they're willing to increase the salary cap ceiling for our teams at the beginning of every round. I hope it's just that and not when salaries change on every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll have to see if in 2 weeks we see another 1,500 increase or if it's more than that. I'm genuinely curious what 2K is going to do going forward, but I would much rather them do this than them give us a massive bulk salary cap increase. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Sorry for the longer video, but we had, you know, a lot to go through, at least in my opinion. Appreciate you guys. Best of luck in your round 2 salary cap journeys. And until next time, I'll see you later.